What? Were you expecting a skit? Did you not see the title? I mean, what am I supposed to do with that? Just with what I have? I mean, you've seen how crappy my green screen is, right? It's not like I have some way to suspend myself while I'm flying or making myself look like I'm flying. No, it's not happening this time. Come back in a couple months. Hey there, YouTube! Today's episode of Off the Shelf brought to you by Deadpool and TV tropes. And of course, the titular Man of Steel. I had ideas, good ideas for what I could have done for a skit for this one, but unfortunately, my current capabilities are just not there. At the moment, just no. Although I do have another Superman-based book up on the shelf, so who knows, at some point in the future, you might actually get a Superman skit that is really, really cool. Like I said, just wait a little while. Give me a chance to grow. Talking about this novelization here, it's inevitable to compare it to the book. Wow! My brain just did a full flip. Compared to the movie. Usually, when I compare a novelization to the movie, I usually find the movie to be better. The action scenes are much more interesting to watch rather than read. And in general, everything tends to flow a little bit better because on screen they've done a whole bunch of editing and whatnot, whereas the novels tend to be based on early versions of the script. That being said, this is an example where it works so much better. Don't get me wrong, I rewatched the movie to prepare for this review. I had to because I didn't remember what the movie was like. And boy, did I regret having to do that. Man of Steel, the movie, had its good parts. The first 15 minutes or so was great. Everything set on Krypton looked stunningly amazing. I mean, it had some lens flares, like J.J. Abrams' bad lens flares. Other than that, it was still pretty good. And actually, those lens flares kind of helped to emphasize the fact that Krypton is an alien place, that their hues and whatnot do not coincide with our normal eyes. But on the whole, that first 15 minutes was pretty good. In fact, I would have liked to have seen an entire movie based on that. That was just Zod and Jor-El growing up and then splitting apart and then fighting, and then it ends right on that cut as Superman's ship is about to smash into Earth. If they had just cut it right there and had that be the end of a movie, I would have left that theater feeling like, ah! It just would have been amazing. And then the last hour of the film, last hour of Man of Steel, was actually very good. I found it reasonably well paced, and the action didn't look as bad the second viewing through. It actually looked fairly good. I was able to notice a lot of things that I hadn't noticed before. Everything in between those two parts, though, I have issues with. It's improperly paced. It's boring. It just doesn't work. It's retelling everything that we already know from the first 15 minutes. That's why the book, in my opinion, the novelization here, is better. Because there is no boring part. Even though the middle part restates everything that happens in the first couple chapters about what's on Krypton, the way that they do it just works so much better. See, the story in the movie was trying for dark and serious in its tone, and it was, but everybody was so stoic. On the whole, in the book, in the novel, they are able to take the characters' emotions and expressions and actually put them in there in a way that feels like they're real. You can actually see and experience what they're feeling, and it's well done. And in that same vein, in the movie, you can't have an internal discussion unless they somehow make it external. Like, they're talking to themselves in a mirror or something like that. But in Man of Steel, they didn't do that, and they couldn't do that, and I doubt Zack Snyder will ever do something like that. But let's focus on this book and how the fact that it is a book enables that internal conflict, enables us to read the characters' thoughts and just understand what they're going through. The extra information that the novel provides really helps with the whole Zod neck snap thing. In the movie, it just comes across as Zod is going to kill people, so he just snaps his neck because. In the novel, however, it is explicitly stated Superman is taxed. Even though Zod is older than him, it's taking every bit of Superman's strength to just hold him in that position that he's in. And on top of that, he doesn't have the proper leverage needed to fly. In the book, that works, because in the book, he, draws gravity or something. He pushes on the earth somehow, where in the movie, it's just like he just hovers, and he can fly in pretty much any position he wants. His father getting sucked up in the tornado, the novel shows us a more internalized conflict with Clark going, oh my god, should I rescue him and ignore what he's saying about hiding my true identity? Or do I not rescue him and live up to his actual expectations? And in the end, Clark just hesitated too long and bye. There is one major plot element that cannot be ignored in either the movie or the novel here that does not get cleaned up anywhere. And that is just Lois Lane as a person. As Honest Trailers has pointed out, Lois Lane should qualify as a superhero in her own right in these films. She seems to possess the ability to survive the unsurvivable. And she is always right where she needs to be in any situation. Being brought on board Zod's ship for no discernible reason. They get all their information from Superman. They don't need her as what? As leverage? If so, then state it. Everything else in the novel is very well done. It is actually a pretty good novelization, especially when you consider just how bad some other novelizations are. I'm looking at my shelf and I'm seeing a couple of different novelizations up there that really don't do anything to enhance the movie. This one, I read this one and then I go back and I watch the movie and I'm like, okay, I can deal with this now. But that's pretty much all I have to say for this one. There's no real symbolism or anything like that. It's mostly just, this is a novelization, an adaptation of a movie that I personally don't think the movie is all that great. But when paired up with the novelization of itself, I can tolerate it. And really, that allows me to be excited for the sequel film. It looks amazing. I mean, have you seen that last trailer? Where Batman just blocks Superman's punch? That is just like, I'm betting Kevin Smith had to change his pants after he watched that. Okay, enough about that weird stuff. So let's just end this now. If you like the video, click the like button, click subscribe for more videos from me. Don't forget to check out the links in the description box below and leave all your opinions in the comment section, regardless of what they are. So I think that's everything. I am JT Vector Sigma, the talking head. I keep talking, I keep squawking. All you guys have to do is keep watching. Till next time, bye. Oh, I'm doing an abridged series.